and welcome to the Lake District Yogi. My name's Kat. Especially big welcome if you are new to this channel, if it's your first time here. And if you're returning, thank you for choosing me again to join you in a yoga flow. This is my home. This is my little cute sort of in-home studio. It's starting to get into that cozy time of year, so you can expect a lot more candles and fairy lights, and then eventually the fire behind me will be lit so we can practice in a really super cozy environment. Today it's wild outside. We're having a really big storm here in the Lake District, so I'm kind of feeling like I'm hunkering down already for autumn and winter, the perfect time to roll out your mat and do some really soft yoga. So today's class is a moving meditation. We're only going to do a few poses. They're going to be linked together, so two poses linked together, and we're going to just repeat them with our breath. And the idea is that they become meditative. So they're going to be fairly simple, but with repetition and especially using that breath-body connection. It's a beautiful way to quieten your mind, to lose some of that really relentless chatter and focus on the repetitive movement and focus on the breath and take yourself deeply into a really meditative, peaceful state. So this is a session that you may want to visit a number of times. If it's new to you to practice in this way, it might feel quite awkward, or not awkward, but a bit challenging to kind of get your brain there. It's not going to happen instantly necessarily. But with practice, moving as a meditation can be just such a joyfully expressive thing to do, as well as moving through, energy through your body, easing joints, all of those things. So it'd be a full body session, but its emphasis is definitely on kind of getting into that meditative state. So we're going to start in child's pose. Obviously, I'm just going to have a sip of tea before we get started. And we're going to start in child's pose, but with our toes tucked. So some people call this active child, having the toes tucked, and then you can slide your arms forward, let the heart and chest sink towards the mat. You can place your forehead down. And just take a few grounding breaths when you get here. Maybe these first few breaths we're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. You might want to give those toes a really nice stretch by pushing the toes back, pushing the bum back a bit, reaching the fingers forward, straight away getting into a beautiful full body stretch. Okay, and then we'll start moving. Keep your hands where they are, as if they're kind of glued to the mat. Slowly begin to lift the hips, keep the toes tucked, and move the body forward. So the weight is coming forward of your wrists. So it may be that you come this far, maybe a little bit further. If it's comfortable, let the hips drop completely and find a modified up dog with your knees on the mat. Take a breath in. And next time you exhale, press into the hands and send the hips back to the heels. Keep moving like this. So coming forward on an in-breath, as far as you want. If you can drip those hips towards the ground, then do so. Exhale your way back. And then keep flowing like this on your breath. Breathing in to roll forward, let the hips find the earth. Press into the earth as you exhale to come back. Okay, keep going. So maybe you tuck your chin right into your chest, bringing in even more fluidity and mobility in the spine. And bringing in the chin and head in this way. It makes this a bit more like a kind of wave feeling as you come forward. And then engaging lightly through the core, pressing into the earth as you send yourself back. Moving nice and slowly with intention, linking completely to your breath. So we're going to do a few more on our breath without me talking. Inhaling to come forward, exhaling to go back. Okay, next time when you've come forward, as you come back, we're going to make our way into downward dog. So you can start to come back and then lift the hips, maybe pedal out the feet a little bit. Find your way into your downward dog. And then eventually find stillness here. You can keep the knees bent if you need. And then tucking the chin in again, we're going to come up high onto the toes and then rock forward, find plank. You might need to slide your toes back a little bit. I nearly always do. My down dog is a shorter stance than my plank. And then bend the knees and lift the hips back to downward dog. With the breath. So I'm exhaling as I come forward. And then inhaling as I come back. Let's do one more like that. Finding stillness in your downward dog. Separate the feet a little bit more maybe. And then slowly begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. So you're in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Keep a bend in the knees if you need. Let yourself fold. And then soften through the knees, press firmly into the feet and roll up to standing. Let the arms follow. And then drawing the hands down the midline, softening through the knees, come all the way back down. Soften the knees, roll to standing. Nice long in-breath, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees a little, start to fold forward. Exhale everything out of the lungs. And again, breathing in as we stand. And then in one sweet movement, the arms continue overhead. And then we pour back down to the earth. A few more just like this. You can let the arms hang heavy as you come up. Then as you just lift the head, the arms move overhead. So try to feel each part of the movement, from the fold and the exhale to the tall, high standing and the full body stretch. Feel the core lightly engage, the strength in the legs. This time as we pour forward, we'll stay in our forward fold. And then lift halfway. So it could be that your fingertips stay on the floor, but it might very well be that your hands move to your shins or even your thighs. Take a breath in here. Exhale to fold back over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Keep going like this on your own breath for a few more. Enjoy the quiet. Okay, next time you find yourself in that forward fold, stay there. Maybe your hands come to the back of your legs, maybe to opposite elbows. Just let yourself hang, finding any amount of sway and movement. And then let the fingers come back to the ground. Walk yourself back into a downward dog and pause here. We're going to step our right foot between our hands. So if you like to extend the leg out behind you first, by all means do that. If you need to use your hand to help it through, then do that too. And then pause here in this lunge with our back knee lifted. Take a breath in. As you exhale, simply straighten the front leg, or as best you can, find long pyramid, fold over your leg. If you need blocks here, this is the perfect place to raise the hands off the ground a little or bring the earth to you. Inhale, bend back into that lunge. Exhale, long pyramid. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Keep the flow going. Next time you come to your lunge, pause here, and then seal the back heel and come up into warrior two. Readjust your feet if you need. Find that energy through to the fingertips of both hands. Pause. Take a grounding breath. Next inhale, tip back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, find side angle, elbow to the front knee, left hand along your ear. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep the legs exactly where they are. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, reach to the tips of your left fingers. Inhale, reverse. Back to side angle. This time come back to warrior two. Swivel on the back toes, frame the front foot. Step back to downward dog. Settle here for a nice grounded breath. And then we'll step the left foot through. So stretch it behind you if you need, help it through, however works for you. Come into your lunge. Take that deep breath in. As you exhale, find long pyramid on the left. Inhale, back to lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Keep moving on your breath. Next time you come forward, find that lunge. And then seal the back heel, windmill yourself up into warrior two. Adjust your feet if you need. Center yourself here. Next inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, elbow to knee, long line from right foot to the tip of your right fingers. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Keep the legs where they are as you tip back on an inhale. Side angle. One more time. Stay deeply connected to your breath. Come back to warrior two. Swivel on the back toes, find your lunge, step back to downward dog. Okay, we're gonna this time move into pigeon, so our knee is gonna come between our hands, not our foot. I still like to send my leg behind me, bend the knee and plant it between your hands, close to your right thumb. And then stay up tall. If you need to pad underneath your right bum with a blanket or a pillow, by all means do that. And then send your fingertips wider than your mat. Keep the heart nice and proud. Breathe in. As you exhale, bend the elbows and come forward any amount. Inhale, press into the fingers, lift the proud chest. Exhale, fold forward. Keep moving on your own breath. Okay, next time you come up, you can move the hands flat back either side of your knee. Tuck the toes under at the back, lift the back knee off the mat, really engage the core here, press into the hands, find your way back to downward dog. And we'll do the left side, so get ready, however it works for you, to move that left knee between your hands. So the left knee will come close to the left thumb. Settle in here, pad under your left hip if you need. Come up onto your fingertips. And so immediately that you press the fingertips into the floor, you can start to lift that heart. Take a full breath in. And as you breathe out, fold forward any amount. Use the chin as well if you like to scoop yourself back up. Working with the breath, breathing out to come forward. Breathing in to come up, although to be perfectly honest, it doesn't really matter if you're inhaling to come down. It feels more intuitive to exhale as you fold because you're then squeezing the air out. And the lifting up is when we joyfully refill, replenish ourselves with all that beautiful prana. This time when you come up, pause. Bring the hands flat on either side of your foot. Tuck the toes at the back and lift the back knee. Press into the hands. Make your way to downward dog. Take a breath here. And then gently soften the knees to the earth. Move into all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Let the belly drop, lift the gaze, take a full breath in. And as you exhale, press the earth away with your hands round the spine. Inhale, let the tailbone lift, the belly drops, the heart shines through between your upper arms. Exhale, engaging that core, so drawing in the lower belly, pressing into the earth, arching the spine. Inhale, sweep the heart forward. Exhale, round. Keep moving with your own breath. Maybe close the eyes for this one. At the end of the next round that you are on, just find that neutral spine again. And then make your way to a seat. Easy cross-legged shape. Place your hands on your knees, close the eyes. Just take a full round of breath. Take all the time you need and follow the journey of the breath into the body. Feel all the places where there is expansion and growth. And as you breathe out and the air leaves your body, notice all the places of soft contraction and release. One more breath just like this. Just paying close attention to all the little tiny movements and shifts that happen in the body with every breath. Open your eyes if they were closed. Next in-breath, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale into a twist, so left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Find the ground and press yourself lovely and tall. And then twist from the belly. Sweep the arms overhead. Move into a twist on the left. Grow tall first and then twist. Let yourself come back to center. Sweep the arms one last time. Let the palms touch. Maybe close the eyes. And as you breathe out, draw the hands down the midline to the heart, but nice and slowly. There is no rush. Maybe bow your head to your hands. Thanking yourself for stepping on your mat and offering an opportunity to practice. And then you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for that short but juicy little flow. I hope it's one that you can return to, especially if you have a very overwhelmed or scattered mind. I find that sometimes doing a few moves in that very repetitive way, I mean, we didn't do a huge number in that class of each one, so by all means, if you know the sequence, or even if there's one or two of those that you really like that make you feel just amazing, if you've got, you know, a stiff hip and one particularly helps, or with your back or anything, just do those. Just do them until you feel that kind of loosening and that energy moving. And when your mind starts to settle, that's when we know that our yoga is working for us. Anyway, like I said, thank you so much for joining me. If you like this class, please like, comment, share and subscribe so that you will never miss a class from the Lake District Yogi. I will return soon with more delicious yoga for you. Thank you.